Hello. It is March 3rd, and I am talking about Beyond the Gates. I feel like this might be the first video I've done officially about Beyond the Gates. Um, I'm excited to talk about it. I don't know most of these people's names. I'm so sorry. So it'll be a lot of stumbling over that, but I'm learning. I'm sure you guys are learning too. If I get something wrong, please correct me. I love constructive criticism, and I appreciate it. Thanks for anybody who's watching this. I know that so far all I've really done is General Hospital and some other primetime shows, but as far as daytime, I've really just done General Hospital. So I'm interested to see who might watch that, maybe also watches General Hospital, or maybe doesn't watch General Hospital as well. And hey, if you guys tell me that this is me talking about Beyond the Gates is better than me talking about General Hospital, then I may spend my time doing that. But since General Hospital is kind of where I started, I did that one first today. But maybe I'll do Beyond the Gates first. We'll see. It's like a minute in and I ain't said nothing about none. Let me start. All right, so we start with we ended on a cliffhanger with Danny shooting at the wedding. Haley and Bill. Look at all those. That's three names I just said right there. That's the only three I know. um, I thought Danny missed, but then she said the flowers, shooting the flowers was a warning shot. So it was very disappointing that nobody got shot, even with the struggling back and forth and all the. I thought somebody, how you gonna, if you ain't get hit? What you mean? That was very disappointing. Like ain't nobody have to die, but somebody she got shot, even if she accidentally shot herself or him. But maybe I'm asking for too much. Oh my goodness, I'm complaining about this show, but I think it's different. I think I'm complaining in a different way about this one than the Gates because I still enjoyed it. All right, yeah, and my notes are the way the show airs, so they're all over the place. Usually with General Hospital, I can kind of group it together a little better because I know the characters so well. It's not like that with Beyond the Gates yet. Give me time. So then we see Eva, or is it Ava? I'm gonna say Eva because it's spelled like Eva, but if I'm wrong, let me know. Um, Eva is Ted's daughter. We found out, and her mom. Oh, what was her mom? Leslie. Her mom is crazy. Leslie is the one who ran on the bike, who ran Laura off the road. Have a good night. I had to say good night to my child. Um, so let me get back on focus. So, Danny missed. Oh, Eva, her bio father is Ted. So something is fishy with that story. I don't know if it's just that Leslie is crazy, but I know that I mean, obviously it's more to it. It's a soap opera, but I wonder if he is her dad, or if he's not really, and maybe uh, Leslie is lying. I don't know. I know there's something there, but I do ultimately I see the story playing out with Eva finding out her mom was crazy and then she ran Laura off the road, and possibly having a change of heart and like actually feeling bad for her father and choosing him over her. Leslie might end up in jail. I don't know. I know I'm skipping way ahead, but you know, when you watch soap operas, you kind of want to see where the story is going. And even if you don't, it's fun to try to speculate and figure it out. Then you get to say you were right, or I don't know if everybody needs to be right. I don't need to be right. Hold on. I don't need to be right. I just happen to be right often. And I take pleasure in that rightness when it happens. But it's not a necessity, just happens. I'm sorry. I sound really egotistical. I promise I'm not. I'm just silly. Let's see where we at. Oh, just a general note. I love the writing in this show. Well, I can't say I love the writing. I love the dialogue. I love the way the characters speak to each other. Everyone is articulate and well spoken, but it feels like a black person wrote it. Like last week, what did she say? When Danny was throwing herself at Bill and he was helping her humiliate herself, and he said something to her about like being pathetic or something, and she was like, I don't know how you fixed your mouth to say that to me. I started clapping. That's a very black, that's a very cultural thing. And it did not make her sound like less than. It just felt really authentic to me. And there are a couple of other things they've said that was just like, dang, is that my mama talking to me? But I love that because you never know. If you have a writer who does not understand how to speak that way, it can come off stereotypical. It can come across ignorant. So I appreciate it. And I know if you don't, this context isn't for everybody. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I know if you're not familiar, you may just be like, black people don't talk a certain way, you know, white, it doesn't mean anything. And I'm not saying it's talking white or talking black. I'm just saying there are certain phrases that are very cultural to us that make sense. Anyway, I like it. Maybe if I go live, I can talk to you all more about that so we can kind of engage so that I'm clear. I don't know if I'm coming across as clear as I want to. But, Danny didn't want to hurt anybody. I don't know, maybe she wanted to hurt anybody. She didn't want to like make anybody bleed, but she just needed to feel empowered. She wanted some control. I still feel bad for her. Like, to go from, she's having a mental breakdown, to have this child to her that she took in, welcome into her family, and now her husband left her for that person, and then like she was still willing to beg him. She's done accepted him cheating on cheating on her with how many other women in the past, and stood by him, and like everything she said, helping him build his career, having kids by him, just to do all of that, to give so much of herself to this man, and then him throw her away for a younger model, literally model. And I understand her hurt. I understand her hurt. And if you have never been heartbroken by a man, then maybe you can't understand. But I understand. I've definitely had moments where I've been so angry and so devastated over a man that I did things that I wasn't thinking straight, that I would never like admit to on YouTube. No, I'm kidding. But things I'm not proud of, you know, lashed out in ways. I think most of us have. So I really do feel bad for her. He rejected her, humiliated her. Her parents made her come to that wedding. It just, like, how much is too much, you know? I really wish they would have just let her go to Paris. She didn't need to be there. If she wasn't with it, I blame her parents for whatever they are allowing Bill to blackmail them over, and for them not letting her go. They could have put down the law with everybody else and made everybody else come to the wedding, but they could have let Danny go to Paris. You know, it would have, I wish that I wanted that for her. I feel bad for the firefighter. I don't remember his name, but Ashley don't deserve him. He cooked her breakfast. I guess it's sexy. He was sexy. He's not really my type, but for whoever likes that, he was sexy. I could see that there would be appeal to someone who it was appealing to. It just didn't appeal to me, but still, I applaud it. And like, cooked the breakfast. I'm sure that he caters to her all the time. That was what it was giving. And for her, it does not seem like she takes him for granted. Yeah, it wasn't Ashley's fault that she was stuck in the elevator delivering a baby, but I feel like it is going to be her fault when she stuck Andre on her back. That's going to be a choice. So hopefully he can get with Vanessa, since she like, you know, seemed like she like doing things on the side. Maybe they can hook up. Let's see. Oh, this is so crass. My note is how long before Ashley and Andre do it. Very mature. But I also wonder, how long before they do it? I don't think it'll be a month. I think they said her name was Alex, but the pregnant lady, she was a bad actress. Like, I get that, like, if you haven't given birth, you don't know how to, like, fake it. But, like, what was her audition? They should have had her do that scene in her audition, considering that was the scene she was doing. I feel like somebody owed her ass a favor. She was not convincing and none of it. It was, she took me out of it. And not just the breathing and the screaming and having the baby, but the things that she was saying before she even started having contractions. Like, the first moment when Andre, when she was in the elevator, Andre told her, it was an inside joke. The look on her face, I was like, this is going to be bad. She needs more practice. So hopefully we don't have to see her again. And that fake ass baby. I get it. I get all the reasons why you have a fake baby, but that baby was stiff as hell. Like, they couldn't even pay no baby crying sounds. They couldn't have no audio file or something. Y'all are wild for that. But I know I'm being critical of it, but I mean it like in a funny way. Like, I laughed at it. It didn't annoy me. It was funny. Let's see. Oh, I already wrote this. Not already wrote this. I already said this about. I have some notes about Leslie. I like Ava. Ava. I don't know. I don't know why I want to say Ava when it's spelled Eva, but I do. But I like her. It's something about that actress that kind of pulls me in. I am looking forward to seeing her find out that her mom's a lunatic. Oh, and then so we're back at the wedding, and Danny has the gun still on Bill and Haley. Yo, if somebody pull a gun on me, you ain't got to tell me to beg. As soon as I see that gun, I'm like, oh no, please don't. Like, hands up, don't shoot. Oh, that's not a. I shouldn't have made that joke, because that's something that people say about serious stuff. I'm sorry. Ugh, I gotta work on myself. That was not. That was a little too far. Not gonna edit it out or re-record because mistakes happen. But I am sorry for that joke and anyone who it may have caught off guard and it offended. But that being said, I would be begging for my life as soon as I saw the gun. It ain't that much pride or money in the world. Um, when she told, have a good night. When she told, when Danny told Haley to get on her knees, and Bill was like, "She not getting on her knees." I chuckled. I couldn't say it because my daughter was in the room, but we know damn well Haley been on her knees. That's how she got that man. Stop. And Bill know it too. Not slut shaming, just saying. Because I don't think Haley is ashamed. So there you go. Ah, sorry, guys, I'm all over the place. I already said nobody getting shot is disappointing. We couldn't even get nobody scraped. You know, I watched with my daughter, and we were wondering, like, why is it that the daughter, I don't remember, was it Chelsea? Or Chelsea, she got up and ran because, you know, the gun, to avoid the gun being in the, like, target of the gun, how the phone was just, like, perfectly propped up against the purse, but we know because she was live streaming so that whatever's going to happen next will happen. I keep hitting the button and going back up to the top. I'm sorry. Alright. This is something my daughter pointed out. She's not in the room, or else I would clap. Well, I can still clap for her. In case you... Well, no, Savannah, don't watch this one. There's too many grown-up jokes in here, ma'am. But she pointed out that the head nurse... I don't know her name yet, but I assume she's the head nurse. The one who was training Ashley. When she was on the phone, it was like kind of like this, but you could still see the screen. Instead of being like a black screen or like a call menu screen, it was a green screen. And so she was trying to figure out, why would it be a green screen? Why not just have a black screen? But that's a very small thing, but we caught it. She caught it. She caught it in rewinding so I could see it, because I didn't see it at first. Because then I was actually pointing out something else in that scene. What I saw in that scene is the black woman putting on lotion. And to me, that was a little touch. Not saying white people don't use lotion, guys. Not saying other ethnicities don't use lotion. I know you do. It's just, I know when I was in school, every job I ever had, when somebody needs some lotion, they come to me. Like, you go to the black woman for the lotion. We always got some shea butter, some cocoa butter, or something for, you know, for the ash. So I thought that was a nice touch. Oh, when they said, when all the Duprees were back at the house and they were like, in times like this, we come together. I was like, times like this? Y'all be having times like this? Like, should be like a rare occasion kind of thing, but y'all used to it. All right. This how the rich black people live? Messy. Y'all just be shooting at each other? All right. I don't know what this note means. Oh, Dixie Pamela. Because the character's name is Pamela, but when I see her, I see Dixie from All My Children. So it's going to take some time to get used to that for me. But I'm happy to see her. Katie McCain, that's her name. But, Dixie to me. I'm ready to see her husband, who is John Lindstrom, who is Kevin/Ryan on General Hospital. Well, I don't know if Kevin's still around. He's probably on reoccurring, so hopefully we still get to see Kevin. But come on now. We all know on General Hospital, Ryan was much more fun than Kevin. He was crazy, but he was so much fun. The only thing Ryan did, at least in recent memory, that made it harder to like Ryan is killing Kiki. I didn't like that he killed Kiki. I liked Kiki. All right, back to Beyond the Gates. Maybe I like General Hospital more than I thought, because I'm still talking about it. It's because I love it, even when I don't like it. Oh, and this is going back to the elevator, the lady having the baby. I have a pet peeve. Imagine something annoying me. But it annoys me on television shows, movies, when you have a woman giving birth. They don't, at least in my experience, you don't really scream like that. You might, but you're not, right? Like, you need that breath to push. You cannot scream and push at the same time. You got to pick. And, like, because this is what our bodies are made to do. It feels good to push. You want to push. Like, they have to, at least, like, in my experience, if you push it too much, they may have to say, wait, hold on, because you want to push. It's like, I don't know, the signals from your brain, your body just knows that, like, that is what you are supposed to do. And in my experience, you can't do both. You can't be screaming and pushing. You got to use that energy to push that baby out. So it annoys me, all that screaming, all the time. But I won't say it's specific to this show, because that's like every show. And I guess they do it to, like, to signify how much pain, because it does hurt. Don't get me wrong. It hurts very much. But I don't know. Maybe we can find another way. Maybe they can, like, clench something or something. I do like it when they show, like, squeezing, like, the guy's hands and ready to break his hand and stuff. Maybe I just like being annoyed. I don't know. I think it's because I'm hormonal. It'll be better next week. Perhaps. I don't know if that's true. I might be lying to y'all. I'm trying not to lie. Then we have Danny's mom. When Danny gets back to the house after she went by the bar, gets back to the house, her mom is fussing at her, telling her how bad what she did was, which I get it. It was bad. It is bad. It's a crime. But they made her go to that wedding. Take some accountability for that. Dang. How much can y'all put that woman through? And I understand. I was annoyed with Danny last week when she was the model, her daughter that's the model, like, she was telling her she couldn't eat this, she had to do this or that. That was annoying, but I get why she mothers that way, because that's how her mother mothers. And that's how we pass that shit on. You gotta break cycles. And so she's overbearing because she get it from her mama. It was nice to see a different side of Nicole, being softer, more empathetic with Danny. She needed her sister. And I was really glad to see that they do have that type of dynamic possible, because I hadn't seen it before then. I didn't care too much for Nicole up until that scene. But it was sweet. And actually, I was so busy putting my notes in my phone for whatever happened in the previous scene that I wasn't really taking it in, and my daughter had to, like, point it out to me, so that I could really absorb how special it was. So thank you to that. I don't know what I'm going to do when she go to college, y'all. I'm going to have to watch everything by myself. That's why I'm trying to bond with y'all now. Y'all will have to fill the gap in my life left by my daughter. Nah, she's going to school locally, so she'll still be around. But she'll probably be busy hanging out with her friends and going to class. When I know at the end of the show, Bill's phone went off. He got an alert from a text from his friend at the Washington Post, his contact at the Washington Post. But, like, I feel like everybody's phone should have been going. I feel like everybody's phone should have started going off still while Danny was still holding a gun. Like, you live streaming, she got 1 million followers. It shouldn't have took more than, like, 5 minutes. Well, not even 5 minutes. 2 minutes at most before everybody's phone started vibrating, and everybody, at least not, maybe not everybody, but at least some people, somebody should have known. Some staff should have run in from the back, something. It took way too long for that word to get out when you on a live stream. Like, we know how quickly people will respond to something like that. I already said the stiff ass baby doll. They showed Chelsea walking to the room and getting ready to tell them about the live stream, and then when we came back, she had already told them, and they was reacting to it. I don't like when shows do that. Other shows do that too. Don't skip the moment. I want to see like the look on everybody's face as she telling them. I want to see what kind of words she used to articulate it. Sometimes I think, and I know stuff has to be edited out. You have a set running time that you have to stick within, but I wish we could have seen more of that. Sometimes we lose a lot of the meat from the scene by skipping to what they perceive as necessary. Maybe it's all necessary. I'm a viewer. I want to view it all. Oh, they was like saying that it's going to be a press conference, but Danny needs to stay at home. Danny needs to hop her ass on that private jet and go somewhere they don't extradite. That's what the fuck Danny needs to do. But they got money, so maybe they can buy their way out of it. I figure what's going to happen is Bill and Haley will go, and they will say it was a misunderstanding, and then expect Danny to, like, be grateful to them for not pressing charges or whatever. Bill seems like that type. And Haley would like it too. So she can feel smug like she did. So she can finally feel like she really didn't do anything wrong. Because she says she don't think she did anything wrong, but yes, you do. You ain't no way. Ain't no way you can't. You have to know that you at least, did a little something wrong. But now I figure they'll probably think it's even. I already said Eva don't know that her mom is crazy. And just another thing yeah. So that's it. 22 minutes. That's about the same time as General Hospital. I thought it would be, my video is about the same time. I thought this would be, a little longer. But I think it would have been if I knew more of the character's name. So a lot of details I'll probably gloss right over. In another week or so, once I know everybody, I'll be able to articulate more. Like, I know when they showed the firefighter, I don't even know the guy he was having a drink with. I don't know. Maybe it was Vanessa's. I don't know. Let me stop, because my memory's blurring together. I feel like I stuttered so much through this. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Let's see, like a fake ass yawn because of the timing, but it wasn't. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a great night, day, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you for watching this and bearing with me as I learn these characters' names. Anything I mess up, please correct me. I appreciate you. Still at the end, I still just like don't know what to say, but thank you. Please know my heart is full of gratitude. I really can't imagine what the past couple of weeks would have been like had I not been able to start doing this and have such a warm reception. So, thank you. Live long and prosper.